praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there doing the work. This is Zakaria from the GMS Dallas camp. And I got a quick hit I wanted to go into. And you know what? Just jump right in.
2nd Ezra 14:10. For the world has lost his youth, and the times begin to wax old.
You can tell that the world has lost its youth by just living in the world. You can see that nothing is like it used to be. That's what we always talk about. Even when we talk about sports and all things. Food, it isn't like it used to be. You eat an orange, man, it used to be sweet. You'll be with a friend, you're like, man, it don't taste like it used to. You take a bite out of an apple, and before you can even get the apple down, it's already brown. It's like things aren't like it used to be. That's because the world and the things that are in, this is all old, and it's coming to its very end. And that's what the scripture's talking about. So, being that you know that the world is coming into that end, what should you do? I'll keep reading.
For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already.
10 parts are gone already, and this is in the time of Ezra. This is in the time of Ezra. 10 parts are already gone. Keep reading.
And have of a 10th part.
So 10 and a half parts were already gone. Out of a 12-part series, 10 and a half were already played in the time of Ezra. Now, being that we know that this is 2,000 years later, that 12th part is here. And it is that time to get yourself in order. Keep reading.
And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore set thy house in order.
Set your house in order. That's what time it is. It's time to set your house in order. Be concerned about the things that you need to do for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and focus on that. Don't be so focused on trivial things because you're gonna get washed away. Because Satan is working harder now than he's ever worked at any point in history. Because he knows that he has absolutely no time left. This is it. So Satan is flying around doing his thing. And Satan would love nothing more than to grab somebody who's in the truth doing the work, and to grab them and put them back in the work. Satan would love that. So now that we know that the end is here, not coming, not about to be here, the end is here, what should you do? The scripture said, get yourself in order. Get your house in order and do the things that you need to do to survive in this time. Go ahead.
Now therefore set thy house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble.
Be in trouble, and also the other, I believe it's chapter 7 where it talks about comfort those that be like you. It's that time. It's not time to be worried about anything other than the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's the only thing that needs to be pushed right now. Happiness, mirth, gladness, we're not in that time. That time is coming to where we can put videos of happiness out there. Put visions of happiness.
Yeah, visions.
Israelites in unity and happy. Right? That time is coming. But right now, we're going to have to be killing Israelites. That's just the bottom line truth.
For survival.
Happiness is not right now. There's a time for it, but this ain't it. And being that we, like the scripture say, we know it's the end, it's time to get your shit together. So that you can be on the right side of the Most High and not the wrong. Because if you're on the wrong side, then you're done for. It's like the drug cartels. When you're on the wrong side of the cartel, that's it. Nothing can save you. Nothing can help you. Now imagine how much more true that is dealing with the Most High, and it's true. When you're on his right side, you're good. That spirit of protection is always on you. But when you don't have that protection, you subject to anything that can happen out there.
And now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature.
Put that weak nature behind. To be following behind your woman, to be following behind pussy in general, that's a weak nature. That's a young boy-like nature. You know, when you get that first hint of pussy, I hate to just keep saying it like that, you get your first box, that's all you're thinking about. But you 28, 29, 32, 35, 38, and you still caught up in that, you got a weak nature on you. You need to pray to the Most High for a manly spirit, a strong spirit. Go ahead, Al.
And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
Making money, coming up in life, getting this brand new car. Now, I'm not saying getting a new car is bad, but being caught up in that life is bad. The love of money is the root of evil, not money itself. It's the love of it. Put those things aside. Lord bless you with something nice. Thank the Lord. Don't be driving around the city like you the king now. Go ahead, Al.
And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these things.
Because the world is at an end. Put it all behind you. Put it all behind you. Right now we are in boot camp, getting trained up to be the way that we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But boot camp is about to be over, and you about to have to go to battle.
That's right.
And there is no time out. There is no, hold on, let me get my thoughts together. It's about to be that time that we hope for and we wish for.
Yeah.
Say it on that.
No, there's one more verse. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
That's right. The things that you know about, and we have signs up of niggas getting hung from trees, and the things that we picked up on the internet, there's going to be greater things than those that are going to be going on. So with that understanding, get yourself in order. Get yourself in order.
It's very important that we get our mindset in ready, or should I say, get our minds ready to see a lot of things that are going to be horrific. And if we're not getting ourselves ready, man, we're going to get punched in the mouth by, just like a lot of these people out here, they're not paying attention, man.
That's right.
Come out here week in and week out, and we always say, oh, death is going to happen. These people are going to die. These people are going to be killed. But what do you think you're going to be at in the midst of all this? You're going to be seeing it.
That's right.
We don't know what it's... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
We don't know what a spiritual family going to happen. We fuck around and, man, 2016 is going to be a crazy year, man.
That's right.
Be a blessing, a year of suffering too. I hope that the Most High have mercy on all of us out here. But each year is getting more and more serious at how people get kicked out. Now people are going, I don't want to just, there's a strong probability somebody might die. It happened before, right? So brothers out there, we have to pay attention to what's going on.
It makes a lot of sense that we will have to see death. It just makes a lot of sense. It's not that we want to see a brother dead, but it makes sense that those things might happen. And it also makes sense that me and the brother that's on the camera, Shamar, we was talking about camping, fishing, wildlife, things like that. Now, we're not talking about it in a sense of just fun and we're going to be out in the woods, but it all draws a sort of a discipline of your mind, and that's what we're searching for.
That's right.
A discipline, a strong discipline to be able to handle times that are coming. Right? A strong, disciplined man will be able to be out, caught out on the street and be able to find somewhere to sleep, and not be tripping on the fact that he's not sleeping in a bed, and his old lady's not up under his arm, and his kids aren't in the right next room with him. We're trying to draw out that disciplined mind, trying to break off all this comfort that we've built ourselves up in.
Right.
Because as much as we want to or don't want to admit it, we're living real comfortable right now. Real comfortable right now. If we want to go somewhere, we can get up and go somewhere. If we don't want to go, we can just sit back and chill.
Yep.
We want something to eat. It's just half a step away. If it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you can get up and go get you some IHOP.
Yes.
We want to break through so our mind can be disciplined to fight off those urges.
That's why we got to make yourself uncomfortable now in little ways.
That's right. And that's what we were talking about in camping. And I know brothers were talking about learning how to use bow and arrows. Discipline your mind. That's not to say that you'll have to use an arrow, or I'm gonna have to use an arrow, but just gaining a certain discipline that it comes from being in the outdoors. That's what brothers want. And that's good, because that shows that you're in the spirit. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, we out there fishing, we're gonna be the main fisherman, right? It's all about knowing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And if you know it, you know that, like the scripture said, that it's that time. It's that time. Not time to be worried about the things of this world. Getting the brand new mansion and all that. Just imagine if you did win the $700 million Powerball lottery. What would you do with yourself? That would be complete confusion for you. Complete confusion. You tied, give half the money to the apostles, you still sitting there with hundreds of millions of dollars. It doesn't seem like a likely scenario for a man of the Lord, but so be it. If it happens, right? You had a scripture?
I had something going into this one. Cool. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6, and I start at 17. I get to the point. For the very true beginning of her, and that her is talking about wisdom, is the desire of discipline. And the care of discipline is love.
The desire of discipline. When you desire it, you'll start seeking out those things. Like I keep using that example, like we were talking about camping. To draw yourself away from that comfortable feeling that you get. You desiring discipline. It's a carnal way, but it's still something. When you're working out, you're desiring discipline. You're breaking off of that old man. You want that strong man, that man that can survive. That's what you want. Because we know these times are coming. Right? You got anything you want to add? More, if you got more, go ahead.
And love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
That's right, the assurance of incorruption. That faith in Yahushua and the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High. That's what's going to save the men that he chose. Right? More?
A little bit more. And incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Bringeth to a kingdom. So that's what we desire. Therefore, we seek out that wisdom. We seek out that discipline. We seek out Yahweh Bashim Yahushua doing those things, right? You got anything you want to add? And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.